Hello everyone, welcome back to Angela's Craft Room. I'm here today. I thought I'd just come in and show you the new ombre stamping pads that Stampin' Up brought in on June the 1st. They're only available in these three colours. So you've got Bermuda Bay, Rich Raspberry and Calypso Coral. You'll be used to, now you'll see I'll have a disposable glove on one hand, and there's a reason for that because I'm going to get ink everywhere, showing you what I want to show you with the ombre ink pads. So the normal classic stamping pads that we're all used to, these are re-inkable, and they still are, but the ombre ones aren't re-inkable. Now there is reasons behind that I'm guessing that I'll explain to you. So you're used to being able to re-ink these ones. You can still re-ink these ones with your re-inkers, so don't think you can't. I just want to make that clear with my customers. Seems to be a bit of confusion between how to use these ombre stamp pads. So hopefully I can just do a quick tutorial today to help you with that. So once again, you can re-ink these ones, but the ombre stamp pad, stamping pads, you cannot re-ink. Okay, so as I said, Bermuda Bay, Rich Raspberry and Calypso Coral. Now we'll just put these aside and I'll just use the Bermuda Bay. Now, when you open them, when you first get them, they're all in plastic. You take them out and you'll see that it's not just one ink pad. It has 5 little sections there. And why that is because it starts off darker and just goes down to a lighter shade. Now when you first get it, you will, well, a couple of customers have said they thought they were dried out, but they're not. It's just that these are so light at the bottom, but I assure you they're not dried out. It's the way the stamp pad has been designed so that when you stamp with it, and there is a particular way that you need to stamp with it, and I'll show you that in a minute. When you stamp with it, that the stronger colours, the more in-depth colour, darker colour, is going to be at the top, and then the bottom of your stamp, whichever stamp you're using, the bottom is going to be a lighter colour. So it sort of gives you this radiant colour from dark to light. Okay? Now, with your normal pads, you would open them up, and I'm using the heart stamp for today's demonstration from the new stamp set Summer Sorbet. Now, I've already got it on a pad, on an acrylic block, sorry. Now, we would just stamp all over, and this one's quite juicy, but we would normally stamp all over that stamp like that. Like, it wouldn't matter where we stamped, we'd just stamp all over it until we got enough on there. I'm just going to dry that off because that was so juicy it wasn't funny. So we would just stamp that. That's very juicy. Anyway, yeah, so, and then we'd get just a scrap piece of paper, and it wouldn't matter where you stamped, and then you would just stamp your heart down like that. And I'll just clean that off on my stamping scrub I've got here. Brings up the stamp very nice and clean. So you can see by stamping on the normal how it's just directly one colour all over, and it doesn't matter where you stamp on your stamp pad. Okay,
where this is different is because you have dark going down to light. If you were just to stamp like this all over your stamp, you're not going to get that radiant, different depths of colour, I'll say, different depths of colour from the top to the bottom. So to get that, you need to just stamp up and down. Don't go like this up and down, because you're not going to get the different colours. You can twist it a bit, because this is a new stamp. It's just not picking up the ink in some spots because it is a new ink. There. So that's pretty well covered. So do you see what I mean? That you can't just stamp all over it, because you're not going to get the effect that the Ombre Stamp Pad has been designed for. Okay. So then I'll turn my scrap piece of paper over, and I'll just stamp that down, up. Now remember, that one was with the normal. I'll just zoom in. That one was with the normal, stamping it up with the normal stamp pad, and this is one with the ombre. So can you see like how it's darker at the top and it goes down to a lighter colour? That is the ideal of them. So I hope that helps you know how to use the ombre stamp pads. Okay, just there was one other thing also. You can clean, another thing is you can clean your stamps, get clean still the same way in your stamping scrub. I've got mine off to my side here, so I'm just cleaning that off, and you can see that that's come up perfectly clean. So there's no special way to clean them if you're using the ombre stamp pads. One other little tip is, you will see on the side here, let's see if you can see, there's little levers going down there. That's each section. So if you wanted to, for whatever reason, I don't do it, but you can just pinch on the sides and take a section out. So you could actually stamp up, use it like that way if you wanted to. Just something that, just what I wanted to let you know, and that's why I wanted the glove on, because I'll get ink everywhere. So yeah, so, and it wouldn't matter if you just wanted a light one, you just pull it out. But these are not replaceable, so don't think that. They're not replaceable. It's just something that one of my customers asked me about taking them out, and maybe if you wanted to add more colour, more dark of the dark in a certain area, maybe that would be an advantage. I don't know, but I don't take mine out at all. But that's just a quick review on the ombre stamping pads. So I hope for those that were a bit confused on how to use them, I hope that will help you. Okay, so thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me today, and until next time, happy crafting.